Hello, I am Mani Malarvannan. In this video, we will look into Web2-3 funnel analytic tool. In the previous week, we saw how the AnalyticKit has a Web2-3 tool. Web2-3 is basically integrating the Web2 data and Web3 data and providing a unique view for our customers. In this presentation, we will get into the more details. What are all the things you need to look when you are purchasing a Web2-3 funnel analytic tool, or if you are subscribing a SaaS product, you need to understand what it brings to you so that you can able to use it for your marketing agency. So what is Web2 and Web3 analytics? In the Web2 analytics, like Google Analytics, or there are multiple different products that talks about various Web2 parameters for you to measure, like cookies, the device IDs, where the users are visiting from. All those data points you can able to collect, you can able to identify how long the users are staying in your website or decentralized application. And also, if you have a social media presence, then you can also identify how many users are coming from social media. Within the social media, you can able to target and separate the group of users coming from Twitter or X versus Discord or Telegram. All those data points you can able to collect, and there are various dashboards you can use it in the web 2. And then in the web 3 side, there are companies that exist, those who provide blockchain analytics. uh, as we discussed in many previous videos, there are various blockchains, Solana, Ethereum, all those blockchains. You can able to get the data and analyze how well your smart contract application is working and how many users are visiting, interacting with your blockchain application. All the data points you can able to collect it, and there are graphical tools are available for you to view various graphs. But the main point in the Web2 3 tool is to integrate those two data. So there are very few companies exist. They can able to collect the Web2 data and Web3 data, integrate it, and give you a 360-degree view of your customer applications. Because in the Web3 world, from the Web3 marketing point of view, you don't just need the Web2 data. And you don't just need the Web3 data. You also need to integrate the Web2 data and Web3 data so that from the Web3 marketing point of view, you can identify where the users are coming from, how long they spend on your decentralized application, and if they are purchasing any NFT tokens or any type of interactions they are having with the blockchain. So for that, you need to understand a global perspective of your customers by integrating the data from Web 2 and Web 3. And that's the main focus of this tool. So the missing insights from fragmented funnels. See, you need to understand where the attribution happens. Within the Web 2, you can able to analyze how many users are coming in, and what are all the different pages they are viewing, whether they are purchasing a buy button. If you are a e-commerce website, then you can able to identify if they are clicking the buy button after adding product to a shopping cart. That's all, it ends there. And then in a purely web3 uh, website, if you have a blockchain application deployed, and you can able to understand how many users are coming, how many users are purchasing those transactions. So, but if those two data are in separate silos, then you cannot find a unified view of those two data. So you need to have a tool that integrates those two and create a unified funnel for your Web3 marketing agencies. In the Web2 world, it's not a problem. There are various tools available for you to do it. And then within the Web3 alone, there are various platforms are there for you to perform the analysis. But to combine those two data to provide a 360-degree view of your customer, you need to have a tool that integrates those two and able to analyze where your users are dropping off. So what I mean by where your users are dropping off, say there are 1,000 users are coming to your website. Within the 1,000 users, there are 100 users are going to various pages, and then only 10% of the users or 10 users are purchasing an NFT token, right? So in that case, you need to analyze what happened. Why from the 1,000 users, only 100 users are going, and within the 100 use to multiple pages, and within that, only 10 users are purchasing the NFT token. So for that, you need to have a unified view of the system so that you can able to understand and fine tune your marketing campaign to attract more users. So within the funnel analysis, you have a unified view of a computer, complete journey of one full dashboard. From that dashboard, you can analyze both the Web2 data and the Web3 data so that you can able to identify where the attribution, the full attribution of your Web2 and the Web3 data. Say, for example, if any users are coming to your website, there if you have a proper tool, then the tool able to capture if they are logging into their wallet that are attached to their browser, or if you have a mobile application, and if you are or a decentralized application, then they will use their wallet to log into your application. So you capture that and you track it what is happening within your decentralized application, and ultimately what is happening in the blockchain. Say there are 1,000 users are coming, and then within that 1,000 users, 100 users are purchasing NFT token during a initial NFT offering marketing you are doing. Say assume that you are doing a initial marketing NFT token launch for one of your Web3 customer. And if you want to identify the marketing campaign, in the course of marketing campaign, how many users are coming in, how many users are ultimately purchasing the NFT token on the first day, second day, and third day, you should be able to have this unified platform so that you can able to get the data and fine tune the data so that you can able to combine the Web2 data and the Web3 data to provide a unified view of the data. So for that, if you see in the bottom, I have shown a image of the funnel. In the funnel, the first time many users are coming to your website either through mobile application or through a website. So you collect all the event, and then within that you can able to identify the campaign attribution. Say within that users, you can identify if they are coming from a social media platform or through some other mechanism, and using you can able to identify which campaign attracted them and how they came to your website. And then if they are using the wallet to log in, then you can capture that one. So they are next step, they are closer to that. And then after entering the wallet, they are performing some activities within your website. They are going and checking the NFTs. They are adding the NFT to a shopping cart. All those are engagements. You can capture that information. And then ultimately they are purchasing the NFT token. That transaction will not happen in your website. That will happen in the blockchain. The blockchain could be Ethereum blockchain, Solana, Binance, or whatever may be the blockchain. So you need to collect that data, and then you can able to understand a unified view of the data that is being collected and provided to you, so that the various graphical tools can be used to analyze how many users are coming and how many users are ultimately purchasing the NFT token. So the complete marketing funnel in this example is the conversion, like awareness. In the very first thing is page visits, how they are visiting. They might be directly entering your website URL and they'll be coming in, or through referrals. So you might be running a marketing campaign within the social media. For example, you might be posting a your social within your social media. You will be posting a link. They may be clicking it and coming into your website, or you might be sending a mass email campaign. And through that, they might be clicking and coming in. So you need to understand that. So those are all in the Web2 side. You collect it, and then the journey continues. And then what they are doing with that. Once they enter your website, what they are doing. Are they interacting? Are they reading about NFT that you are offering? Or what exactly they are doing? So those events you capture it, and then you need to store those data points, and ultimately they decide to purchase a NFT token. So it could be they could do any type of activity on the blockchain. They could purchase a NFT token, they could transfer a NFT token, they can send money to their friends and family. All type of activities they can do within your blockchain application that is deployed in the Web3 blockchains. So you collect that data and then identify what exactly happened based on the wallet address. Because as I said in my many previous videos, you can collect the data from Web3. That Web3 will not have who the user is, because whenever they purchase a token or whenever they send money to their friends and family, their public address will be stored in the wallet, or that whatever the wallet address they are using, that will be stored. So you have to get the data and then connect those data into the user so that you can able to identify what exactly the user did on blockchain and how they came to your website through the Web2 data. So there are multiple marketing use cases you can do with this Web2 3 tool. If you are a Web3 marketing agency, say for example, you are doing a marketing campaign for one of your customer, a large global customer, they have presence in multiple countries, and within that you want to identify where the users are coming from, whether they are coming from Asia, North America, or Canada, whatever may be. The country wise also possible, Canada versus USA versus other countries, India. You can able to identify the geographic targeting. So so that you can able to tell your customers where they are coming from, how many users are coming from which part of the world. You will run a report at the end of the day, or within the 1 hour 2 hour of marketing launch campaign launch, you can able to identify how well the marketing campaign is working, so that you can fine tune if needed. And then the drop off points, the funnel drop off. See, once you identify it, say 1,000 users are coming from North America. And within that, so there are 500 users are just dropping off. They are just coming to your first page and that's it. They're just dropping off. And you want to identify what is going on. So within that North America 1,000 users, only 500 users are going to the next page. And within the 500 users, you need to identify where they are coming from. They might be coming from particular location within North America. So, say for example, within Canada, there are 200, 300 users are coming and they are dropping off, because you need to identify what was the reason. Maybe your application deployed there is not working properly. Users from that particular country couldn't access it. You need to identify and fix it. So for that, you need to have the data, and then you need to able to target within your marketing campaign how well it is working. And also the another data point you might be interested in is the device segmentation, whether they are using Android versus Apple, or they are using desktop versus mobile application. There could be multiple different types of devices they might be using it uh, when they are interacting with your decentralized application that you are marketing for. So once you identify it, you can use that information to identify how well your marketing campaign is using. Say, for example, if you are seeing multiple users, more users, percentage wise, more users are coming from their mobile application are engaging, but not from the desktop, you need to identify what is going on in the desktop side of the application. That might be some technical issue, or that could be a simple coincidence. So for that to make a decision, you need to collect those data points, and you need to use various visual tools to support if it is going to work for you, or if there is any changes you need to do within the marketing campaign. And then the true campaign attribution. So you will have the UTM code. You will be creating and using it for various social media platforms. For Twitter, you might have a one UTM, and for email campaign, you will have another UTM. So you can able to track how many users are coming from Twitter versus email campaign, so that you can able to understand how well those campaigns are working for your customers. And also here I have provided the conical the structure that talks about various ways you can able to identify attributes for your customers. As I said, the geographic targeting, device segmentation, and then the drop-off analysis, ultimately identifying the campaign attribution for your marketing agency. So real world impact. We have run this program for multiple different customers, and these are all some sample examples I have provided you. So for example, for 50,000 campaign clicks for in the Web2 side, there are 1,500 transactions that happened in the Web3 side. So you can see that there's a how many people came in, and how many people ultimately purchased the NFT token within a marketing campaign that you are running it. So you should be able to identify in this example what happened to the remaining customers, where they left off, and why they left off, what you need to do from the marketing agency point of view to increase the number of transactions slowly but surely. And similarly, you can also identify how much percentage of the Twitter transaction that happen through the marketing campaign that you have. Say if you have a 80% success rate from the Twitter marketing campaign, then you know that you need to spend more concentrate you need to concentrate more on the Twitter campaign, because the percentage of success through the Twitter is higher than the other marketing campaigns. So you should spend more time on that one. And also you should also see how much time the individual customer took to complete the transaction. Ultimately, you want to make a commitment, so that commitment for your customers, they understand and they purchase the NFT token or interact the blockchain application, whatever the activity they are going to perform. If it is small, then definitely within the course of the marketing campaign, you will able to convert a lot more customers. And if they are spending a lot more time, that means they are making, yeah, they are not making a final decision committing to the transaction. So you need to identify and fine tune the marketing campaign to fix that issue. So getting started with Web2 3. So whatever the tool you decide to purchase for your Web2 3, it should be very simple for you to set up. It could be once you log into the tool, typically you will be provided with a script that needs to be installed into your decentralized application or a mobile application or your website. Once you install it, then it will start tracking all the data that is happening within your website. Again, all the data that that the tool is collecting, you need to make sure that they are collecting only after getting the consent from the users. So there are various international and local laws are there to collect, especially in the Web3 world. You cannot anonymously collect the data. So you need to make sure that you get the consent from the users and then collect the data. And then set up the funnel stages. However, maybe the funnel stages you want to set it up, you set up the funnel stages and then see that initial login and then various other activities, ultimately purchasing the NFT token or interacting with the blockchain to either purchase NFT token or send money to their friends and family, and then analyze the results. So the tool should support various graphical user interfaces, graphs, and dashboards for you to view the data, various data points, and then able to make a decision once you start the marketing campaign so that you can fine tune the marketing campaign to get more success for your users. So that's all I want to discuss in this video. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. And we do have a Web2 3 analytical funnel tool we introduced last week. And there is a video, I'll provide it in the link. If you have any questions or comments, please let us know. And if you have any questions on how to use the tool, please post a comment in this video or send us an email. We will be happy to help you. And finally, please help us to grow this channel by subscribing to this YouTube channel. Thank you. Bye.